What's the first great live-action anime that comes to your mind? Maybe it's Rurouni Kenshin, or One Piece. Heck, maybe it's Cowboy Bebop you loved. But whatever it is, there's always room for more. In this video, we're gonna explore a hand-picked selection of anime series that possess the ideal blend of intricate storytelling, visual stunning settings, and unforgettable characters. From epic battles to heartwarming moments, I've scoured the anime landscape to identify gems that could truly shine in a live-action format. I'm convinced that these anime would be absolute perfection if they got the same live-action treatment. Let's go. First on my list is Spy Family, an anime that's been making waves. It's set in a not-so-distant past that kind of feels like Cold War era Germany, but with a twist. One of the main characters can read other people's minds. But hold up, that's not even the best part. The show manages to keep things real, and that's a big deal, especially if we're talking about turning it into a live-action adventure. We're talking about that transition from anime to real people, which can get messy if not done right. But guess what? Spy Family totally nails it. The show's got an amazing combo of spy action, killer moves, and psychic connections all wrapped up in a neat package. And here's the kicker. It's about a spy, an assassin, and a telepath who unexpectedly become a family. Who would have thought that a family could form from such an unusual trio? Now, imagine all of that in a live-action setting. You've got the spy tricks, the assassin's edge, and the mind-reading shenanigans all brought to life. It's not just about the cool action though. Spy Family has a heartwarming core that's so universal it could touch anyone's heart. It's a recipe for blockbuster awesomeness. Next up is Licorice Recoil. And guess what? This one's diving headfirst into what we all know and love about anime. That classic girls with guns style that takes us back in time. But here's the twist. It's not just anime magic we're talking about here. Licorice Recoil could totally rock the live-action world too, if given the chance. All that gunplay action would totally translate to the big screen. Plus, Licorice Recoil has these moments where we really gain a connection with the characters. It's not just about the action, it's about the characters too, which would make for some serious engaging cinema. So why would Licorice Recoil get the live-action treatment? Well, it's got that nostalgic anime charm mixed with explosive action that could totally rock the big screen. And with a world this rich and full of potential, who wouldn't want to see this story and characters brought to life? Let me take you on a journey into the world of Baccano. Think gangsters, prohibition, and a whole lot of action. This anime wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for those classic gangster films that inspired the writer, Ryogo Narita. He was all fired up after watching The Untouchables, and that's when he decided to cook up a story set during the Prohibition era. But he didn't stop there. He sprinkled in a dash of fantasy to give it that special Narita flair. Here's the idea. Imagine Baccano brought to life on the big screen. Gangsters, mobsters, and all that jazz, but with a real gritty vibe. We're talking faithful costumes that scream Prohibition era chic, practical effects that make you feel the action in your bones, and honest-to-goodness gun smoke swirling in the air. And you know what? Hollywood's got a knack for this kind of magic. They've given us some of the most epic mobster movies ever, so they know how to bring that authentic feel to the table. For me, this anime deserves a spot, as it has that realistic gangster charm mixed with a touch of fantasy, and it's a story that's practically begging to come to life in gritty, heart-pounding detail. Hollywood's got the tools to make it happen. The costumes, the effects, the cinematic magic, all the ingredients to serve up a Prohibition-era extravaganza that'll blow our minds. On to the next one, Black Lagoon. This masterpiece was created by the super talented Ray Hiro, who was inspired by some of Hollywood's heavy hitters. I'm talking Tarantino, John Woo, and even the master of horror himself, Stephen King. Black Lagoon isn't just your average action anime. It's top tier when it comes to heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat excitement. The story is all about a motley crew of international characters, lovable rogues who you just can't help but root for. And trust me, there's hardly an episode that doesn't end with bullets flying or crazy battles out on the high seas, submarines, mafia bosses, and even child soldiers. Now, imagine all that explosive action and wild storytelling brought to life in a live-action adaptation. It's like a symphony of gunshots, adrenaline, and death-defying stunts playing out on the big screen. In a world where action films might have lost a bit of their spark in recent years, Black Lagoon could be that jolt of energy we've been waiting for. It's a reminder of what the action genre is all about. Non-stop thrills, jaw-dropping moments, and characters you can't help but fall in love with. Next is a quirky gem called Uncle from Another World. The joke revolves around our main man, Uncle, who returns from a fantasy realm packed with drop-dead gorgeous people. Whereas Uncle himself, well, let's just say he's got more of a down-to-earth appearance. A new adaptation of Uncle from Another World would be hilarious. A live-action sitcom that follows Uncle and his nephew in the present day. A goofy, laugh-out-loud adventure. But wait, here's where the genius comes in. Whenever the show takes a trip down memory lane to the fantasy world flashbacks, we switch gears to animated segments. Yup, you heard that right. It's like a seamless blend of live action and animation. This unique approach could make the production process smoother. You see, by splitting the live action and animation components, we could keep the laughs coming without those agonizing waits for episodes. No more waiting forever for the next installment. It's a win-win situation for everyone. It would be a roller coaster of laughs, surprises, and a dash of creativity that will keep us hooked and entertained. Now I'm diving into something legendary. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill anime. It's a commitment, a classic that spans decades. It all started with the novels by Yoshiki Tanaka, and then the anime adaptation in the 80s and the 90s cemented its place in history. And guess what? It's making a comeback with new movies from Production IG. So here's the scoop. Legend of the Galactic Heroes isn't just sci-fi. It's hard science fiction space warfare and political intrigue all rolled into one. And the cool part is that Tanaka's love for history shines through, creating a tale that's both imaginative and rooted in historical inspiration. It's a massive canvas of betrayal, intricate plans, and long-term schemes. Imagine Game of Thrones, but set in the vast expanse of space. Why not bring this epic saga to life in a live-action adaptation? A sprawling, living, breathing universe on the screen, with all the twists and turns, alliances and betrayals unfolding right before our eyes. Yeah, it's a big ask. 110 episodes of live-action sci-fi space drama isn't a walk in the park, but if One Piece and its 1,000 plus episodes get a live-action adaptation, why not this one? The potential for a mind-blowing spectacle is definitely there. It's a chance to show that even the grandest of tales can find new life, and who wouldn't want to be a part of that epic adventure? The next is the late 90s OVA Gunsmith Cats. It's a real head-scratcher why this gem never got the live-action treatment it deserves, because this story is pure dynamite. Meet Riley Vincent, the gunsmith, and her partner in crime, Minnie Mae Tompkins, the explosives expert. These two ladies are bounty hunters, tearing up the streets of Chicago. This story has everything we would all go crazy for: action, intrigue, and a whole lot of attitude. And here's a fun fact: the anime car chases were actually inspired by classic movies like The Blues Brothers. Imagine the thrill of seeing jaw-dropping car maneuvers and action-packed sequences translated into live action. It's a dose of classic cinematic magic with a fresh spin for a new generation. From the sizzling chemistry between Rowley and Minnie Mae to the explosive cityscape of Chicago, this story is tailor-made for live action. It's about time we see those gun-toting, car-chasing heroines take on the live-action world and show us all what they're made of. Next, I present the amazing anime Vinland Saga. It's a wonderful series that's got all the ingredients to capture the hearts of the Netflix crowd. It's a historical masterpiece with a Norse twist that can't be ignored. Think of the amazing show Vikings, but with a fresh angle that's going to have everyone talking. But let's get to the heart of the matter, the story of Thorfinn. This guy's on the journey of a lifetime, growing up in a world of vengeance and turmoil. It's a gritty, gut-wrenching tale that'll grab you by the horns. And the best part, it's got the potential to stand tall all on its own, especially with the kind of top-tier storytelling that the anime delivers. Visualize those muted tones, the atmosphere of suspense and drama, all woven into the fabric of Vinland Saga. Thorfinn's struggles, his conquest for vengeance, and the complex emotions that swirl around him. It's a symphony of storytelling that's tailor-made for the big screen. Now, my top pick for the anime that needs to get the live-action adaptation is Blue Lock. Blue Lock isn't your average sports story. It's a high-stakes roller coaster where soccer games are more than just matches. They're battles for survival, where losing means giving up your soccer career forever. It's the ultimate showdown, where all the intensity and suspense of Squid Game woven into the world of soccer. And guess what? This unique spin on the sports genre will have everyone's hearts racing. The drama, the pressure, the adrenaline, it's all there, making Blue Lock a natural fit for a live-action adaptation that'll captivate fans old and new. Soccer is rising like never before, especially in America, so bringing Blue Lock on the screen could be the perfect next step in broadening its audience. It's combining the best of both worlds, the skyrocketing popularity of soccer with the heart-pounding intensity of Squid Game. Imagine those nail-biting moments, the camaraderie of the players, and the sheer determination animation that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Blue Lock has all the elements to make a sports spectacle like no other. It's not just about the goals, it's about the journey, the struggles, and the triumphs that come with it. From the explosive action of Gunsmith Cats to the historical grandeur of Vinland Saga, and the adrenaline-fueled sports drama of Blue Lock, we can see how these diverse stories can shine in a whole new light in live action. A new era of entertainment is on the horizon. The worlds of anime and live action collide, creating stories that'll leave us all craving more.